Karibu. Karibuni. Okay, sawa. It's officially 7. So I wanna start by saying Karibu. It's good to have you. We've been waiting for you for the past 15 minutes. And I wanna say Kwanza Limu faster. You are first one here, so big up. For those who don't know me, my name is Wamboi. I am the co-founder at FinFun. We create games and gamified experiences, and super excited for this session because who doesn't love talking about money? And so it's gonna be interesting. I hope everyone are gonna pen and paper. When you're gonna pen and paper, please put a thumbs up because it's important. There's a game and you'll have to write unless you're on a photographic memory. Yay, Wanja, nice. Cynthia, here. Pragma, I see ya. Yeah, Edwin. Yeah, Lee, awesome. Thank you. So I feel like also my co-founder Wanjiro, you should introduce yourself because I know you're there behind the screen. Say hi to people. Also
hi,
say where you're from, where you're catching us from. Me, I'm in Mara, Samburu County. So Wanjiro, you can tell us where you're unatujoin from where?
Hi everyone, I'm Wanjiro, as my co-founder has introduced me. I'm joining from Ruiru, Kiunguru area, the people who are familiar. For those who are not familiar, it's somewhere along Peter Road. Do not worry about it. I'm excited about this episode because I love talking about money and I love talking about love because I'm very philosophical. So I'm really looking forward to this session and getting to know myself better alongside you guys.
Salimia watu, where are you catching us from?
Let me say, karibuni sana everyone. I am so happy. I'm seeing people are joining. I'm wondering why it keeps asking, but anyway, technology sometimes. But so I am Linda Makatiani. I am also a late co-founder of this team, but I am of Finance for Families. What I do is I help individuals and their families understand money better. So of course, you can just tell this is my area. I'm looking forward to today's discussion. I hope you have not just brought your pen and paper, but also brought in your ideas, insights, come share experiences. I will share mine. Unless someone beats me to it, I think I'm the one with the most experience in this journey of love on this forum today. But so I do a lot of investment coaching to get people to grow their wealth and just get to understand, fall in love with money. Let me just put it that way. It's a language I think all of us will understand, and figure out ways of growing that money for themselves and for their family. So I'm really looking forward to today's session. I cannot lie. I'm a hopeless romantic. Hopeless romantic. So yeah.
I want also Wanja and Cynthia to say hi to people. Nyinyi ndo our wageni waheshimiwa, so thank you so much for being here. So we'll start with Cynthia. Cynthia, where are you catching us from? And what are your expectations for today?
Hi guys, Kamateri, somewhere in the county of Ruiru. I'm super excited for today. I hope we are going to share and learn so much together.
Yeah, big up. What
Mm.
up? Where are you
Hi
catching us?
guys, I'm
Hi.
Wanda. I'm catching you guys from Ruaka, Kiambu County, and I'm very excited for today.
Please type in the chat where you're catching us from. I've seen Tinsai. I know you're in Addis, Ethiopia. I can see also Esther is here. From New York. My friend, it's good to see you here. It's good to see you here. So we're
Wow,
gonna jump.
Karibuni. That's so nice. We going global.
So yeah, I want us to start off. We have a lot to cover. So I hope you have your pen and paper and an open mind because it's gonna be a good show. And we're starting us off with Coinfession. Just a minute. Our Coinfession. So Coinfession is usually our segment where we get to do a confession. And what we are confessing today is that one money move you made in the name of love that still makes you cringe. Linda, today you
Now I'm regretting saying I'm the one who's been in this journey of love for the longest. Eh? That's why you're putting me first. Let me think. Way back, way back when I was still very green in this love stories. What did I do? Okay, my big sister told me, when you like someone, please don't buy for them something that will make them look nice. They might just go and look nice for other people out there. But then, like when you're young and confused and everything, do you know how I walked in Tao, in those exhibition stores, to find like the perfect shirt, what shade of blue? Halafu, how was I? Hey. Anyway, I think about it, I'm like, I should have just listened to my elders and just said, happy birthday, another trip around the sun, high five, my friend, and moved on. But anyway, I got a very nice shirt. He looked very nice until whoever told him he looked nicer than I had told him flew away with him. So I still think about it and I'm like, yeah. But anyway, we live and learn.
I can see Wanja is cracking up. Wanja, what money move have you made in the name of love that Sai, when you think about it, you're like, what? Was that me?
Let me tell you, Ambo, my mom is on this forum, so I don't know if I want to say, but hiyo ni ya kitambo, so mom, don't come for me after this. But I liked this guy and he borrowed money. I didn't even have the money. Imagine I borrowed my friend. But we've learned, we've grown up.
You invested in a relationship, eh? But so
Good.
Hey, we truly live and learn.
Yeah.
we do. Cynthia, I know you have a story. I know you have a story.
I'm trying to see if anyone has shared in the chat as well. Please feel free, share in the chat if you have a story. We are here to share and learn from one another.
In the words of the wise Linda, we are going to just say a king was born today. And but I think for me, we kind of one time there is something between you and me that we need to talk about. I feel like we are walking parts that are a little bit too similar, but it's in the same breath of, hey babe, I'm in a bind somewhere, could you help me out? And then because you don't have the money, but of course in your networks you know where you could get the money, let us say it took a couple of months to pay that money off.
Oh God.
Yeah. But we live and we learn.
What? We
live
learn.
and we learn.
Where are the men? I want a man to share a story. I tell you. At least let's look on the bright side. He paid back. There are those ones who are still waiting.
He
20 years
didn't.
down the line.
He didn't pay it back. What?
Oh my
Still
God.
waiting.
He didn't pay it back.
We are still waiting.
I gave up. Just
We need
wrote
to
it off.
We need to circulate this conversation to the point where they can hear and then they'll feel embarrassed and pay.
I'm seeing someone who did something similar to what I did, but I don't know who is worse. Let me leave that to inside to answer for me. So when you pay 3 months, mine was 2 months. But the problem is, mine was not my boyfriend. It was a crush. And I was not living in that. I only went to that house once inside. Once.
Oh my God. I'm
Oh God.
losing money to begging my parents. Lord, 1,000 bob to make him a custom shambala, only to meet him with his girlfriend.
Oh my God.
To him because simping is an art. Oh my goodness. Also, use school fees to invest in a boy's trading account. Did you share the profit? Was it?
I hope so.
I
Did
hope
she give? Though I highly doubt. Boy child needs to come and redeem themselves. Oh.
But then, we want to share your crazy money stories as well.
what we've done for love.
I like what Monica says. Relationships end, loans don't. What? If you've taken the loan, by the way, you have to pay. You can't go explaining. It was not mine. It was Juhu's. If you need to pay, you're paying it back. Then they've moved on. You are left there with the debt. What?
Oh, crazy. Oh, my heart. I hope at some point it will be a thing of the past and we'll forgive ourselves and do better.
Yeah.
Now I want to someone special, Daniel and Alice. Shiro, tell us more about Daniel and Alice.
Okay, let me tell you a story about Daniel and Alice. Daniel and Alice are in their 30s. They've been dating for 4 years. Everyone around them is settling down. And now Alice has just, I've just seen someone I know. Sorry, I'm being confused. Let me focus on reading. They've been dating for 4 years. Everyone around them is settling down. And now Alice has just found out she's pregnant. They've decided to keep the baby, and moving in together feels like the next step. Daniel feels the pressure to provide. That means canceling their planned Cape Town trip and saving every shilling for their baby's future. For Alice, the trip feels like comfort and self-care as she prepares for motherhood. She's already imagining a home where sacrifice rules, and she wonders, can she really thrive in that kind of life? I don't know if people have gotten the story or the dilemma.
There are a couple of stuff here to unpack. Yeah, there's a couple of things. They've been dating for 4 years. Everyone is settling down, so there's social pressure. Someone is pregnant. They decide to keep the baby. All of a sudden, someone is saying we cancel the trip. The other person is thinking, hey, manze, huku ni wapi? Can I survive this life of always cutting down? So today we are asking, and I'm gonna start with Cynthia because I know there's something that is burning. I want to start with you. I want to ask you, if you were Daniel or Alice, how would you handle money in this moment? So you can pick Daniel's personality or Alice's personality.
Or even your own.
Or your own. You tell us the dilemma. This is what life has happened like this. What are you doing? What's your money move? What are you making?
Okay, so there is a just like a disclaimer. There is going to be a certain blind spot for me because I'm not yet a parent. Probably there is going to be one. However, um, before being the parents, before getting pregnant, there is Daniel whose like reaction instinct is we need to make sure we save every coin. To me, this is, as Alice, it's going to signal, oh my God, I don't think there is enough for us in the long term. And what does she does have a valid point, as in what does this mean for us, especially coming to raise a kid? I can probably imagine the responsibilities growing, the money demands growing, that she is surprised at the fact that this guy is like, now we need to lock everything down, no fun, just cut it. And then for Alice, I think she's feeling like this is the last hurrah. It feels a little bit like she's thinking, if there's nothing else, so if this is the last round, like this is the pivotal moment that I'll know if we can be able to sustain the kind of lifestyle we want to live in a partnership as we raise our children. I can feel the worry from both sides. It's just like very different kind of priorities or angles, yet it is quote unquote kind of the same thing. They want to be able to afford the life that is they want to live. However, their priorities and the way that they handle money, both of them, has led them into a panic mode and a defense mode for both parties.
Ooh,
Personally,
Yeah.
that's an interesting concept. Like you picked that they prepared for such a thing. That's interesting. Wanja, I know you're a parent, so I know at some point you somewhat went through something similar, right? And we are asking you to the persona of Daniel or Alice or your own, and tell us if you are facing such a moment, how are you handling money?
Yeah. So for me, I think I'll echo a bit of what Cynthia has said, but at the same time, I'd be like in the middle of Daniel and Alice. Because on one hand, Sawa, the baby is coming. We need to get our priorities right. We need to do right by the baby and all that. But at the same time, like I think I saw Rama right on the comment that just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you can't have fun. And I feel like that is usually like even my motherhood persona, like just striking that balance. Like, Sawa, I'm a mom, but my life cannot end, you see. So I think I'd try and convince Daniel that sikidogo we can, even if we won't go to Cape Town, hata Diani tunaweza enda hapa, you know. So yeah, those are my thoughts.
Wanja, me and you. Same wavelength.
Same
wavelength. We can do local. We don't have to do international. I see you. I like that.
Are you picking up from this dilemma?
I'm just trying to think if they're in their early 30s. So I'm making the assumption that yes, financially they're a bit stable in terms of they have jobs, that everyone around them is settling down. So meaning those are conversations. You know, if by the time you're going to like 3 rurashios, 3 weddings of your friends in your inner circle, then you are probably already having those conversations that this is where we are also going to end up at some point. So the baby comes, that's a blessing. I don't want to say they do not prepare, because when you are together, you know, these are part of the consequences, you know, the results of love. Him insisting that, you know, like, let's cancel that planned Cape Town trip. Now, that's where now you start seeing the difference when it comes to money. So him is looking at it from now. The baby is not here, but I want us to start planning now, which means that money that we are going to go and spend in Cape Town, let's put it aside and start, you know, putting money together for the baby. She's thinking then, she's just like, when this baby comes, the baby's walking food. And I know because I have 3, So you are going to be, wherever you're going, the baby is going, because you're working with the baby's food. You are like the first point of contact for the child. So in as much as, yes, you will want to do so many things then for a limited period of time, when at least this baby is still very, very vulnerable, you won't be able to do that. So she's already starting to think that. He's thinking as a provider. So he's there. My question would be to both of them is, why are we canceling? Again, I would say, if we can't do the Cape Town one, let's do something else, because it will be good for both of us. Remember, there's another human being who's coming into this relationship. So it won't just be the two of us. So I feel like he's not looking at the picture holistically. When this baby comes, now we'll be three. We will want to go out. We can't go out, because maybe now yes, do the baby what and what, up until at some point. So it is good to think, yes, we need to plan. Yes, we want to have fun, but relationships is all about compromising. So they need to find a middle ground. And for me, I will be their coach and pick the middle ground of where we will save, but we will also make sure that we make the most of the time we have, just the two of us, before the baby comes.
I like that. I like that you've introduced the word compromise. And Shiro, is there something that we're missing? Because I know the way you think sometimes. How are you looking for?
You see, for me, I don't know. Me, I'm more of, I don't know. I think about myself first. So I'm just thinking of baby moving in together, putting money together. Like, I'm just seeing we. Again, we, like all those we's, all of a sudden they're just raining down on me like it's confetti. I'm just stuck there. But the trip, I'm going for a trip, either Cape Town or anywhere, but I'm going.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, you're gonna take us through what happens now. So this is like a few days, a few weeks, a few months. Then this happens.
As they are still trying to figure out after the Cape Town trip decision, life throws Daniel and Alice a curveball. At their first clinic visit, they find out it's not one baby, but twins. Double joy, double pressure. And just as the news sinks in, hey, Manze, the emojis are just flying in. I can't see properly. Just as the news sinks in, Daniel receives a job offer in New York, paying 6 times what he earns now. The catch, he has to relocate immediately. For Daniel, this feels like the ultimate way to step up. More security, more stability, and a better future for his growing family. For Alice, it feels like the ground is shifting again. She was just making peace with pregnancy, then twins, and now the idea that Daniel might leave right when she needs him most feels overwhelming.
Can I get an amen? When it's rains, it does.
It pause.
It
Pause.
Please no.
Hailstorms. Hey.
compromise on that Cape Town trip. We compromise.
We are glad we went to Cape Town.
They're getting drinks.
Did we? Did we go? Did we?
Cape Town is a list of our worries now.
They're having drinks, and Daniel is going to New York. You're in New York. I know you're in the house, Esther. And you're getting times, but you have to relocate. So a couple of things is happening. Daniel now feels like now this is my chance to step up as a provider, right? If I was getting 300K, I'm getting 1.8, right? Me, 2 million. Let's round that number up, Manze. Alice is, oh, I was pregnant. Now I'm gonna have 2 babies. And then Daniel is gonna go where? And we're asking, and we're gonna start with Wanja. Wanja, when you and your partner share a big goal, because you started a family, and a once in a lifetime opportunity comes up, how do you decide together what to say yes to and what to let go of?
Well, this is a tough one. To be honest, I feel like at that point in time, you remember initially I was, yeah, let's go to Diani. But now we are in this place. Yeah, logic has to apply because, okay, sawa, we go to Diani and then what happens after that? So I feel like at this point in time, like, and it's imeniguza mahali, like I feel it's very close to home because when I was having my second baby, my husband had to leave. And when the baby was 6 weeks old, and at that time I felt like, hey, is this the time, you know? But you just have to have an honest conversation because now, okay, sawa. At the end of the day, him being here, we won't eat that, right? We won't eat love. So at the end of the day, I feel just have an honest conversation and just be candid about it and just keep it going. Those things will, they'll come up, but just keep the conversation rolling. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Keeping the conversation going, no matter how hard it is, you figure out a way to have the conversation. Thank you. Cynthia, I know for you it's special because actually your hubby is not in the country. So how do you decide what to say yes to and what to let go of? If you think about the situation.
I guess nitapigia Linda at this point in time if I was Alice. Honestly. However, because when it comes to children, there is a certain shift in priorities that have to take place. So at this point, I will call Linda. However,
I'm here.
however, Zai usually for us it was I'm going to be vulnerable and shameless as we were requested to be. For us it almost wasn't a question, and there were balls that were rolling by the time we were meeting. So him leaving was something that was in progress by the time both of us were starting to date. It was never a question. It was from the word go, this is what I want to do. Just like from the word go with 10, if it's not creative, fun, and enriching, she's not doing. So it was a prepackage to a large extent. The him leaving didn't come as a surprise and didn't come as something that we had to go back and forth with, because it was something that was already rolling. And then now where our involvement came into making decisions is, okay, you're leaving, but now what happens after that? Why are you leaving? So that is where our shift came, because we had to, now we are together. It's we 10 we
The magic word.
The we came back. The we now took precedence. You're going. I'm not coming with you right now. So what happens now? What are things we want to do now that you're leaving for the period that you're going, and what is our plan? If this fails, then what is B, what is C? It was easy because it took like that conversation was like a 2 years ongoing thing. So yeah, that made it more in-depth and comprehensive, and when we get heated about it, we can be able to be like, you know what, we'll talk about it another time and then come back to it.
Yeah. Hey, it's a very tough conversation to have. What?
Yeah.
I can say I don't have twins. I respect people who have twins and triplets, because even one One, it's a hassle. And then now imagine you're trying to deal with the news that you're having two, and then now you have to deal with the news of your spouse being away. But yeah, so I agree with Cynthia. This is the bit where honestly conversations really come in. You have to talk through all these things, try and see, okay, fine. So if you go, this is what it's going to be. And I think, okay, for me, I feel like any decision, especially when you're coming together as we have to be able to sit down and do a shared goal. So what is our shared vision? How are we going to achieve this shared vision? Does you going to New York and earning that 2 meter going to help us to achieve it faster? And then what are the timelines? Because sometimes when we work with timelines, by the way, it kind of like eases that whole pressure and the anxiety and everything. Because for Daniel, he can just be like, you know what, this is a good opportunity. I would want to take it. Right now, we are not in a position for you maybe to come join me. You would have to stay here and all that. I will be the one who's flexible enough. So what do? I will make trips back, see you, make sure that I'm trying to be there for the baby's birth, for any milestones and all that. Even as we keep talking and seeing how our circumstances are changing, so that yes, if at some point we will decide we want to settle there because my job is better, then you can clear and start looking for something there. We move the family there, or maybe let me just do that work for some time, improve my professional CV, come back and maybe get something here which will earn me the same amount of money, something like that. But again, as we said, these are conversations, because you can't just, Daniel says, this one, more security, more stability, like, yeah, now they're twins, I have to go. We have to sit and say, fine, you're going for 2 years, for 3 years. In those 2-3 years, this is the plan we are making as a family. So everyone has to have a buy-in. Otherwise, anaweza enda akuje apate nimerudi kwetu na watoto wake. It's only that here there is no child support. Otherwise, I'll be taking 1.6 of that, or is it 1.75 of that 1.8 that he's making out of ACTA. But yeah, a lot of conversation has to go around all this. But ultimately, it is just something that both of you have to have buy-in and support one another. Because if you don't have support, I think Cynthia will tell you, if you don't support one another when you're having those long distance things, it becomes another story, another coin dilemma altogether.
I have a question. My question is this. If you've noticed, there's nowhere there's marriage, where are people not talking about marriage here? These people are not married. My friend, no one is married.
What is marriage? The paper? No.
She's had problems.
No.
I'm just saying, you're already having because what is a family? Marriage is just a piece of paper. It's a contract. Fine, and all that. He can go and not come back. But those are his blood. Those twins are his kids. Where is he going to go?
My friend, what are you saying? He's getting married.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't think that is the most important, because you can get married and then he will still disappear. What do you have? You don't have anything. So let's yeah. He can go make a few, come back, and we will have a fairy tale wedding with 1 month salary.
Thank you very much. And with that, we are asking you, Linda, money conversations can sound different when dating compared to when you're married, right?
Yeah, very, very true.
And how do you keep this conversation healthy at each stage? Because at some point you're nobody's wife or husband or father. And then when you introduce the government into your union, things change, my friend. So how do you keep conversations healthy?
For me, I feel like the difference comes in when you are dating, because you're still getting to know one another. So your conversations are usually very light. You're trying to make, show your best self to the other person and all that. But even in the midst of all that, for me, I think it's always very important to be vulnerable and honest. Take that opportunity to share about yourself, so that this other person knows you. And this is, I'm talking about when you're looking at that other person and you are like, this is the person who, if I'm going to have babies with them, I'm cool. We have had a few dates. I feel like we aligned in more ways than just good looks and all that. So you're having those conversations, start sharing a bit about yourself, ask open questions, open-ended questions, so you can get to discover more about them. Because the conversations that you're going to become serious as you're getting closer to now marriage. And then when you get to marriage now, you'll find your conversation starts shifting to more like, okay, so we need to do this together. We are going to spend the big decisions we are making. Do we want to buy a house? Do we want to rent? When you are dating, you'll be talking about which restaurant are we going to eat. I like the food here and not here. But then you find out that when you're married now, those conversations become more. You start thinking not just about where you're going, but the money that you're going to spend. Because remember, we'll go and spend it then tomorrow. What will happen to our house budget? And all those things. I think what for me is very key is take advantage of that dating stage, because that's when everyone is trying to be very impressive. People are willing to open, get to know you. They want you to know them and, feel them to the point where now you are happy to make a life with them. That is the point now to get all this information out of them, and also to share as much as you can about yourself. So you don't start blaming someone 6 years down the line, you don't understand me and all that, yet you are very cagey about your expectations and all that. Because as we said, before you sign that paper, if you see red flags, red forests and all that, you can easily walk away. And the only way you can see them is if you have honest conversations, open ones, encourage them, and make sure if you find someone who's very cagey, find ways of getting as much of information as you can from them that time. Then in marriage, it becomes very serious. It's the full we budget, goals, kids, retirement, all those things. Now they become very, very visible. So please, if you are dating, my advice to you as a married woman for the past 15 years, yes, enjoy. But good. Thank you, Stacey. Unlock the FBI in yourself when you are dating. Please do. It will save you a lot of arguments, a lot of issues later on when you're married. It will also help you marry the right person in the first place.
I feel like the key here is to know which question to ask, how to ask them, and how to get there.
I feel like you have to think about what is it that I want to know about this person. And then now you empathize and you're like, if I was to answer that question to him, what is it I would have wanted them to ask me to allow me to open up? Then those are the questions now you mirror them to him or to her, so that they can be able to answer. So what is it you want to know? You start from there. What is it I want to know about this person? Because for me, that is very key for a partner in my life. And then you ask. Not all of it has to be at once. Most of it, you really have to weave it into the conversations, the activities that you are doing, and all that stuff, so that you get to know their honest answer. Sometimes it can be very calculated. If you come out very seriously, then even them, they will just be like, I'm trying to impress her. I know this is the answer she wants to hear. That's what I'm going to tell her. Or I will tell him this. I don't even eat that much. I cook so much. I like sitting at home and all that. And then when you're getting married, you get upset when, you say, let's Netflix and chill. And you want to go out and take a walk or do something else, because that's your love language. So take advantage. The FBI in you, has to be fully unleashed.
So, saying, see, your job is to be hard, babe. I hope they're paying you like 100K or something. That's only 50. Right, no. So, because I want us to now identify our money love language, because we've realized sometimes you can be saying one thing or you can be telling your partner. It can be your partner in love, your family member, your partner in business, one thing, but it's like they're not hearing you, and that's a problem, right? And I want us to actually identify our money love language, and we're gonna play a game. Remember, we said everyone to come with their pen and paper, right? So be open-minded for this one, and I'm gonna read a series of prompts out loud. And for every prompt, that you'll have choices A, B, C, and D. So I want you to write. So I read question 1. You write the one that you most identify with, and it's a personal thing. Don't think about other people. It's about you. Be honest, because this is self-awareness journey. Be honest with yourself, and there are no right or wrong answers. We just want you to learn a thing or two about yourself. So the first question we're asking in our love and coins is, when we imagine love and money in your relationship, it looks like A, building stability together like a joint savings account. B, creating memories by spending quality time together. C, feeling seen and appreciated through money choices. D, having freedom to manage money independently with trust. I hope you've locked down your answer. We go to the next one. Question 2, your partner suggests pulling all your money together. You feel A, relieved, B, excited, C, curious, D, uneasy. Taran, taran. Question 3, you discover your partner has been hiding money. What stings the most? A, that they didn't use it to secure us, that they spent it without sharing the experience. C, that they didn't trust you enough to tell you. And D, that they broke our agreement to be transparent with money. Again, it's the one that you most relate to. So question 4, in past relationships, fights about money usually come from A, different saving and spending priorities. B, lack of effort in planning shared experiences. C, feeling unappreciated or unseen for efforts. And D, feeling like you're at their mercy. I locked down your answer. Next. Imagine you suddenly lose your job. What? How would you want your partner to support you? A, sit with me and strategize and cover essentials. B, give me a lump sum to reduce my financial stress. C, reassure me that my worth is not tied to my job. And D, give me space and trust me to figure it out. Next, it's payday. The first thing you do is A, split the money into categories. B, plan to host loved ones. C, buy something that you have been eyeing on. And D, clear bills, then keep the rest flexible. What are you doing with your money? Okay, next question. Which role do you naturally take in a squad or household? Number 1, A, the planner. Let's budget for that trip. B, the vibe curator. Let's go somewhere new. C, the team player. Everyone should feel at home. D, the free spirits. Let's keep our options open. Who are you? Which persona are you? Next, a couple you admire the most is the one that A, seem to be building for the future. B, seem to be enjoying life together. C, seem to show mutual respect and appreciation for each other. And D, seem to create space for the individuality to shine. Who do you admire the most? Oh, okay, the previous question. This one, which role? Okay. Which role do you naturally take in your squad or household? I'm repeating because someone mentioned that they needed it. A, the planner. Let's budget for that trip. B, the vibe curator. Let's go somewhere new. C, the team player. Everyone should feel at home. And D, the free spirit. Let's keep options open. I hope you've gotten that. So next question. A couple you admire the most is the one that A, seem to be building for the future. B, seem to be enjoying life together. C, seem to show mutual respect and appreciation for each other. And D, seem to create space for the individuality to shine. Which couple do you admire the most? Lock down your answer. We're gonna go to the next one. So what makes you feel most loved in tough times? A, knowing you're financially safe. B, a friend calling to check up on me. C, a loved one chips in to return the favor. And D, having someone show up without even asking. What makes you feel most loved during tough times? I hope you've locked down your answer. Next one. In the long run, what scares you the most about money in love? A, being with someone who can't plan. Okay, let me recap. Okay, I think I'll be reading the question and answers twice. So that's, yeah. So let me recap this one. What makes you feel most loved in tough times? A, knowing you're financially safe. B, a friend calling to check up on me. C, a loved one chips in to return the favor. And D, having someone show up without even asking. Awesome. Question. In the long run, what scares you the most about money in love? A, being with someone who can't plan. B, being with someone who pays not to show up. C, being with someone who doesn't see what I bring to the table. And D, being with someone who dictates my money moves. In the long run, what scares you the most about money in love? A, being with someone who can't plan. B, being with someone who pays not to show up. C, being with someone who doesn't see what I bring to the table. And D, being with someone who dictates my money move. You can only choose one. The most. B, what B means is if, for example, we organize something, you give me money. It's like, oh, just you go with your friends, enjoy your time, but I don't want to be there. You can think about it as if you're planning a wedding together, and then you just tell me, get the money, plan the wedding, I'll show up. And you're supposed to be the person I'm organizing this big party with. So yeah, that's what it means. Next question. When you feel financially anxious, what calms you down? A, reviewing your finances and budgeting. B, being reminded of the past fun times and the better days to come. C, a reminder that you're doing everything you can. And D, finding options to help you feel like you're still in control. I'm going to repeat the question. When you feel financially anxious, what calms you down? A, reviewing your finances and budgeting. B, being reminded of the past fun times and the better days to come. C, a reminder that you're doing everything you can. And D, finding options to help you feel like you're still in control. I'm going to move to the next one. At 60 years old, I don't think there's anyone who is 60, unless Wanja's mother. Maybe she'll give us feedback here. At 60 years old, you'd want people to say, A, you've built wealth and left a legacy. B, you created the best. C, you showed up for everyone you cared about. And D, you lived life fully on your terms. So at 60 years old, you'd want people to say, you built wealth and left a legacy. B, you created the best memories with them. C, you showed up for everyone you cared about. And D, you lived life fully on your own terms. Please lock down your answer. I think this is the last one. I hope everyone has written them down. So the next job to be done is actually to count how many A's, how many B's, and how many C's and D's you have. Okay, so there's someone requesting I go back to the first slide. A minute. There, I'm just gonna read. Oh, take a screenshot. When you imagine money and love in a relationship, it looks like building stability together like a joint savings account, creating memories by spending quality time together, feeling seen and appreciated through money choices, and D, having freedom to manage money independently with trust. So out of 12, I want you to count how many A's you have, how many B's you have, how many C's you have, and how many D's you have. Let's see. Interesting. So, yeah, my A students, I can see there are A students. So, essentially, if you got A as the most, that's your dominant language. If you got whatever you got, like for me, I got 5 D's and 4 B's. So let's figure out what they mean. Be all over. Oh, nice. I want to invite you to kind of decode for us what are money love languages, because that was the test. We were discussing money love languages, and I want us to decode. Shiro, take it away.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to take you through this segment where we decode what we've just done. So what are money love languages? These are unique ways we give, receive, or feel valued through money. So these love languages, these money love languages, they determine what sparks joy in our lives, what makes us feel safe and secure. As you've noticed, some of the questions are talking about when you're anxious or when you've lost your job, when you feel like the rug has been pulled under your feet, and also what triggers fights, because we will later see how miscommunication can happen. So next slide. So there are 4 main types of money love languages. The first one, the A students, you're the people for security and provision. That is what you care about. You protect and provide. And then the B students, you're the people for experiences and togetherness. You're the people who create memories for us or help us capture memories. And then the C students, they are the people who care about respect and recognition. You feel valued when you feel seen or you see other people. So you are a fair guy, very thoughtful, very supportive. Disrespect, you take it very seriously. And then the D students, me first, I'm one of them because I have half of the answers. I'm just D all the way. We care about freedom and partnership. So for us, trust and also freedom, they go hand in hand. I trust you that you're going to say what you're going to say, but also don't follow me. If I say I'm going to do it, trust that I'm going to do it. Don't follow me. So now let me go into details. So for the blues, love means I provide and protect. You prioritize safety, stability, and the comfort of knowing things are taken care of. That's why essentials are a big part. And then when blue is your dominant love language, love looks like all B's all bills paid, taking care of yourself and your loved ones without day-to-day stress. That is what you get out of the way first. And then you are reliable, or people have described you as reliable. You're a good planner, very caring, steady, and protective. But these things are going to trigger you. Next slides. Wastefulness. If you feel like your partner is wasting, that's going to trigger you. Irresponsibility, unclear plans, sudden changes, and feeling unneeded. That is going to trigger you. And when you are triggered, this is what they're going to accuse you of. They're going to tell you that you're over controlling, that you're a warrior, you are resistant to change, you forget to have fun, and you are too serious. An example is Daniel. He's a true blue. Let's go to the oranges. Oranges, Wamboi, for you, love means creating unforgettable memories and experiences. You prioritize shared joy, connections, and memories created together. That's why you would plan a trip, a game night, stuff like that to bring people together. You don't care about the money for as long as we're having a new experience. When this love language is dominant, love looks like traveling without worrying about the budget, buying anything you want without looking at the price. Money for you is a tool to spread joy. You are fun-loving, adventurous, spontaneous, social, and very creative. These are the things that are going to trigger you or irritate you. Boredom. Oh, you don't like boredom. Or feeling restricted. You don't have options. You'll find new options. Routine. That's not you. Feeling ignored and lack of excitement. And people are going, especially the blues, they are going to accuse you of not avoiding to plan. They are going to accuse you of impulsive spending. Other people are going to accuse you of overcommitting. You'll struggle with routines and you're easily distracted. You can't keep to the to the goal. One of these people is Alice. The way she was like, oh, me, I'll prefer to go for the trip because it's self-care. Let's go to the greens. For greens or people with C, how many people got C's, by the way? I'm curious. This one, I'm curious. If you got C as the highest, give me an emoji or something. What? Okay. Okay. I need to talk to you. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Me, I only have one. So, man, I need to see you somewhere at the back. You tell me how to communicate with you guys better. So, love means your efforts being appreciated, recognized, and valued. You prioritize showing up for your loved ones, and that effort being reciprocated. That's why some of the choices were like you showed up to someone else, but when you're in trouble, they're showing up for you. Love looks like having a close-knit family and friends celebrating milestones together where they all feel seen and appreciated. We love you for that. It's the thought that counts for you. It's not the money, it's not the how big or how small, it's just you thought about me. I appreciate you. You are fair, you're appreciative, thoughtful, supportive, and very observant. You're the people who can read through osmosis. I like you even more. Let's go to the next slide. One boy, let's go to the next slide. Is she frozen? Okay, I think Wamboi has dropped.
Oh, let me. Do I have it? Let me see if I can be able to share. Has she? Okay, PLC has done a number.
Oh, please, no. It's okay. We can just cover for her. Are you there? I'm trying to get there.
I am also trying to see We're on the
Guys,
green.
give us a few minutes.
Do
a sec.
I present?
Yes.
Let me
Are
try
you?
and yeah, I should be. Oh, wow, why is it taking so long?
Relax, Blue. Relax. You worry way too much.
Oh, I'm like, why is it not listening to me? I said I need to present now.
You've
Yeah.
been caught off guard. Eh?
And it's
Unplanned,
here.
changes.
No,
Eh?
but it
You're
was fine just a minute ago. What is this now? Huh? This
Relax.
I will let me see if it has come through. But oh no. Why is it misbehaving?
You got
Yeah,
this.
so it has. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, we good. I think we are. Are we? Let me just give me a minute. I can be able to fully present it.
Which color is A? Security and provision. You provide and protect.
So that's where we are. You can see.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we are back. We are in control.
Yeah, we are in control. So for the greens, love means your efforts being appreciated and recognized and valued. I saw Kimemia was one of you guys. We appreciate you again. What irritates you? Disrespect. Ignored contribution. Disrespect can look like your partner hiding money from you. It's not about the money, it's the hiding. That's the problem. Linda, I've not done with the greens. I'm not done with the greens. Go back to the previous slide.
I've actually gone back to the previous slide.
I think Wamboi is sharing.
Wamboi is
I
decided
think
to share again.
Yeah.
Okay. So I stopped sharing. Wamboi, you okay?
Hey, sorry about that.
So I can stop sharing. You're sharing?
No, I can stop sharing. Where are you guys?
We're still on the greens.
The greens, the previous
But
slide.
you've already gone to the red, yes.
Yeah, we're there. So you hate favorism. I was just finishing on this. You hate an acknowledgement. Like, for example, a green would be irritated when they've helped you, and then you go in front of people and say, everybody in Joomla, everyone. I want to say thank you to everyone who contributed. My friend, please mention the people who has contributed to you. You're going to irritate greens. Or injustice, or just saying like everybody provided equal efforts, and we all know it was not equal. So greens have been accused of being overly critical. You know those nitty-gritties, who contributed what, where. They will remember your contribution. They're hesitant to act because they like moving as a force. They don't like leaving people behind. They need validation sometimes. They're sensitive to fairness. Again, please value them, appreciate their effort, because they can overthink. Now let's go to the reds. How many are reds like me? Passionate? Yes, yes. Feel at home. Love means trust and freedom go hand in hand. Yeah. Amen. We prioritize space, choice, and equality in decision making. We can move as a block, but I need some freedom as well to make my own decisions. For us, love looks like doing things because we want to, not because we have to. We thrive when financial choices are made individually and mutually. I have a say. I'm independent, or we are independent, trusting, flexible, confident, and empowering. What can trigger us? Control. Either losing control, mostly losing control, feeling like you've lost control. Micromanagement. Oh, have you done it? When will you do it? My friend, I said I'm going to do it. Please relax. Lack of choice. You don't have any other choice. We have to go to Cape Town. No, who said? I have money to go to Dubai. Who said I have to go to Cape Town? Relax. Too much we. That's where we draw the line. Dependence. Twins. Red. Run. We've been accused of avoiding commitments, being too impulsive. We prioritize autonomy over collaboration. We are too risk-taking. We take a lot of risk because we are alone. You know, you're just risking for yourself, not for the whole group. And we can seem distant. So, my people, let's go to the next game. We see, no. Before the games, I want to talk to Wanja. Next slide. Wanja, has there been a time you assumed your partner would act a certain way financially, but their approach surprised you? And then while you're answering, please mention which love language you feel is dominant to you and your husband.
Okay.
And so that you understand.
Well, it's just that I'm looking at the time and we don't have much time, but I have very many occasions that I'm usually very surprised, because I'd love to start by saying that for me, my primary one is security and provision. And my supporting one, they actually tied, is freedom and partnership. Spendi kuambiwa ambiwa. And for him, he's my polar opposite. For him, experiences and togetherness. He doesn't care how much we'll spend, what we'll do, as long as we are doing it together, bashi bambe. And respect and recognition is his second one. So you can already see how I'm usually very surprised, and probably he's also surprised with me. But for the sake of this, I'll give one example. So there's this time we've been having like an ongoing conversation of, if any of us get some money, we'll chip in the business. Power. But tell me why this person gets money kidogo, tunanunuliana sijui ni ma iPhone, and it's not to either of us, to one of our relatives. Yes, venye tu venye tu mnashtuka hivyo ndo nilishtuka. So I'm wondering, should I be happy? What emotions should I be showing? Should I show that, okay, ni vizuri, umeona upgrade? And mind you, this person has not even complained about their phone or anything like that. It's niliona tu, let me just surprise them. So me, I'm like, what about the business? So now what do we do? Well, but after tonight, I guess I'll be more understanding, because I can see how what seems important to him and what is important to me, they are two different things. Because for him, I feel like when he does that, he feels valued and recognized. But for me, I'm like, let's invest, let's pay bills first, then these other things we'll do later. Yeah.
I have a confession. Your husband actually bought me my first phone.
Yes, your husband. Mwah. The best person. Mwah.
Nyinyi ndo mnaleta shida kwa hii boma.
He's a loyal guy. He keeps his promises. He tells you, I'm gonna buy you this, and he delivers. You don't even have to ask twice.
Too generous. And then over here, I'm just like, we've not paid school fees. Kumbe Wamboi Uko is enjoying her new phone.
Twins. He bought twins, my friend. Twins.
What? Quisha. So,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'll come for you guys.
um,
Yeah.
that was nice. Let me talk to Cynthia as well. Where are the men leaving the meeting? Oh my God, I don't know. I didn't notice. Why do you think they are leaving? Let me know in the comments. Why are men leaving the group? Are we too real?
Maybe.
Do they feel attacked? They can talk. We didn't stop anyone. They can talk.
Shiro, Cynthia.
Cynthia, I have a question for you. In your long distance marriage currently, how do money conversations show that your partner truly values you? Cynthia, are you here? Mhm.
Yeah. Let us start with the fact that I fall under freedom and partnership for D, and then the second one was respect and recognition. And I think that is the one that me and my husband are overlapping on, because at her, just like one boy and another person, ni watu wa vibes. We're going to have a good time wherever we go, and you don't know where you're going. You're just going.
Yeah.
So for us, the way this shows up for me specifically, because there's a question that among the questions that you asked, where the choices were showing up without having to ask.
Mm. Mm.
Showing up without having to ask. That is how I feel most valued. We are having a conversation about a random thing, and I'm just voicing out our plans or my plans, and him being able to show up without me having to ask is like, hey, let me just do this for you here and take care of that for you. Don't worry about it. That is among the things that show up for me in my long distance relationship, and it really ties to the things that I value.
That is so cool. That is so cool. Wamboya, am I the one taking us to the next game?
Yes, please. You can do that.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's play the next game to see how well you remember the languages. Let me remind you. Blue, because that's what I'd want you to just remember the colors. Blue is for security and provision. B is for experiences and togetherness. C is for respect and recognition. And D, which is red, it's for freedom and partnership. Do we remember the colors?
Yeah.
Do we? Give me thumbs up. Show me that you remember. Okay, yeah. Perfect. Awesome. So, because we can't all shout, the people who have their microphone on, they can shout. But what I'd want us to do is to write in the comments. When I read a phrase, you tell me which color might have thought it or said it in a different. Just think of someone who might have that color and tell me who is it in the comments. Let me go to the first question. Just tell me the amount. I don't want to know the nitty-gritty. Which color is that?
Red.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that. Definitely. Let's go to the next one. If we
Blue,
don't start,
definitely.
we'll be in trouble.
Okay, that's a blue.
Yeah,
That's a blue.
Blue.
Sissy.
Okay, let's go. I've given you so much. Why can't you appreciate it?
Agreed.
Green, definitely. Definitely greens.
Imagine I'm torn between green and red. Because I feel like you want more. I've already given you too much. You know?
Probably. Too much we.
Too much.
We.
We relax, man. They have given you too
It's-
much.
It's the token of recognition that makes it feel a little green.
Oh. Let's go to the next one. Don't just tell me how much I need to contribute. Tell me why.
Blue, obviously. They
Hmm?
wanna know.
D. Red.
You and me
Blue.
said,
Red.
Red. How
I
many
feel
are
red.
saying blue?
Don't just tell me how much I need to contribute. Tell me why.
Okay.
Okay, I feel like
Those are blue. That's a blue.
we can agree to disagree.
Blue.
Red and blue. Let's
Mm.
mix them. Because if you see
Red
them writing, probably they've seen themselves saying it.
Mm.
And then the next one.
Mm.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Orange.
Dun, 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 dun.
Red.
Orange. To our vibes.
Those are orange people. Yeah. Let's do it. Consequences, but die.
Hey, let's ask for forgiveness.
Vibes.
And then there's this one. Why do I have to remind them?
Always. Where do I always?
Why do
That's
I
a red.
always have to remind them?
That's a red.
I feel blue as well.
The red
Oh,
is
yeah.
one who's being reminded.
Yeah, blue.
Yeah. The one who's being
Yeah.
reminded must be the red. The one who's
Yeah.
reminding is the blue. Hmm?
Yeah.
Let's go. This weekend is just about us. I've made sure we are covered.
Orange.
Who can say these words?
Blue. Orange.
Which
Blue,
color?
orange.
Blue. Okay, yeah, I
Blue.
see. You're a planner. I like that.
Blue. Mm.
Yeah, a bit of blue.
It can be an
blue.
orange.
An orange,
An
the
Orange. I
experiences
feel like
and
an
everything.
orange can.
Mm. Yeah.
An orange can.
Yeah.
But
feel like
an
orange-
orange has a package too.
Wait,
The
what about a
experience.
green?
But they've covered all the bills.
A green can say this. I think a green can say it too.
A green can actually say it.
Mhm.
Oh
Mm,
yeah.
They're the ones who show up.
yeah.
True. Mm.
Yeah, let's all show up so that people are confused. Are we red? Are we green? Are we orange? Who are we? Show up. That's what we do. We show up.
We are a rainbow.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one. I noticed you spent extra this month. Kuliendaje? Let me repeat in English. I noticed you spent extra this month. What happened?
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah, with the money.
But it can also be a red telling an orange person. Why are you asking? Why are you asking me for more money? You spent extra? What happened?
Yeah.
The point
Okay,
is,
let's
misalignment of money love languages can be triggering. So it's
Yeah.
important to be aware of your triggers. Right? And you can
Mm.
people each other, but their heart is breaking. So we want to play the second game. This game is actually called Who is Triggered. So words can mean different things, and this particular game acknowledges that when leaving space to understand other people. So I want you to, it's the same thing. We're gonna read a common phrase and you're gonna say the color, who is triggered and who is doing the triggering. Does it make sense? Because
Yeah.
again, exhibit A, Wanja, and my good old friend who bought us 2 phones, they have 2 different money love languages. So you're obviously expecting at some point there will be conflict. But now it's for you to understand when someone is triggering you and when you're triggering someone else. Okay. So we're gonna go to the first one. You should have asked before spending on it. Who is telling who?
Who is being triggered?
Orange. I'm guessing orange is being triggered by the blue.
A red is being triggered by the blue.
A red
Yeah.
being triggered by a blue.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Red by
Mm.
blue. I agree with you, Kimemia. I see you. Yes, I feel that.
Yeah.
I have my own money. Why are you telling
Okay.
me? I should have asked you. Are you my father? Are you my father?
Red by blue too. Eh?
That sounds like a personal problem.
That sounds like a personal
That's no
problem.
problem. Oh.
Me, I would ask you because I'm personally triggered. Is that a dare? You want me to make it a personal problem? I am triggered. Not to make it personal.
I think that's
Personal
a
to me,
green.
I'll
That's
make it
green and
personal
what?
to you as well.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Mm.
That's a red triggering a green.
Mm.
A red triggering a green.
Number three.
Ew, ni red na blue.
Number three.
Why are
Am I
you
saying-
You're always
always?
wasting money.
Why are you always wasting money?
Or red and orange.
Blue and orange.
Blue and orange,
Blue and
yes.
green.
Blue and
blue and
green,
everyone.
blue and orange. Experiences is wasting money.
Blue to the whole class.
Everyone is wasting money.
Blue, we are under attack.
Have mercy on us. We are sorry. Oh,
This is a red to a blue.
you can't plan everything.
Red telling a blue.
Orange telling a blue.
Orange,
Everyone, let's
yeah.
let the blues.
Blue ameambiwa. Oi.
Blue. Wanja, you can't plan for
Blue
everything.
club.
Money comes.
We can.
Money comes for food. There's a trip. There's a sister, there's a brother who needs me. Relax.
Leave blue alone.
Nimejisort, usijali, nimejisort. Don't worry. I've sorted myself
Don't worry.
out.
A triggered red.
Everyone.
Umejisort, eh? Thank you very much. Don't come back. Next time you leave me, please remember the part you used to sort yourself. Don't come back. Don't come back. Continue sorting yourself.
Then
I'm triggered.
who did what? Where?
Why are we keeping scores?
Green triggered by anyone
Anyone?
in the room.
One red is the one saying that. Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I think this is the last one.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you want, like you always do. Just do whatever you want, like you always do.
Blue to a red. Or to an orange.
Yeah, blue to a red or to an orange. I
Even
agree.
green to an orange or a red.
Mm.
So
Very
blue and
hard.
green on the same side. Eh? So I want us to remember, when we live here, I want us to remember that behind every trigger, if you are triggered, there's a desire to be loved, right? And words can speak when they're not meant to. What we truly want is love, respect, and understanding. That's it. We want to be loved, we want to be respected, and we want to be understood. And the biggest takeaway for me is that these differences or these different money languages, they are supposed to teach us how to love better, to be a better quality financial partner, right? And I don't know if Sisi is here, but she's actually the one who inspired this episode. She mentioned that she wanted to learn more about money when you're dating, money when you're in marriage, and we thought we could do a twist of how we can actually learn that, but also learn more about ourselves so that we can change the way we run relationships. And yeah, so I want us to take, because me, I have a lot of orange. Actually, it's red and then orange. And I want us to take a community now. So you can take a minute to just put your camera on. We take a screenshot of who's in the room, who has discovered their money love language for memory's sake, and then we can move on to the next segment. Are we game? Let me see if people are putting up the camera. Asante Esther, woo, Carol, thank you.
Good. So,
Ooh,
right.
Ariel, I see ya. Hey, Rakma, good to see you.
We might need to stop sharing for a few minutes so
Yeah.
that I can be able to see everyone. Yes, yeah. That is nice.
Do we smile?
Okay. So I should do the one for 1, 2, 3, smile. I have tried to take a break. Yes, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Oh yes. Oh, Monica is here. Okay, let me take now. Okay. Good. I have. Thank you.
Welcome.
You're good?
So yes.
So that's back. Awesome. So
just on the triggers, as we are getting, I think it's also important, you know, the way with the whole exercise, we have gotten to understand slightly more about what triggers us and everything. But I think it's also very important to, like for me, I encourage people to get to know what really triggers you whether you're dating or you're getting married. As I said, it avoids so many other problems. So it's good if you get to maybe just try and pay attention to when you get your emotional spikes. When someone does something and you're feeling either defensive or frustrated and then try and notice those patterns. And not just for you, but even for the person who you feel, you know, is likely to trigger you. That way, you will know that that is their love language and everything. So it will be easier for you to be more empathetical and you think first before you judge. So I hope this exercise for all of us has helped us to know better our triggers. And then as we also trying to understand our other half or potential better halves, it's good to also just carry that exercise. See, what is it that they do that just makes me feel like, ugh? Or what is it that they do? And them, they are like over the moon, and me, I'm like, sasa hiyo tu ndio inafanya unafeel hivyo. Then you document and you see when they do this for them, they react like this, me, I'm like this. So after a while, you will get to see those patterns. So really, very helpful to avoid a lot of issues in relationships.
I agree. So the last part of our segment is usually coin drop. So coin drop is basically that point where we ask ourselves, what are you committing to? So today we're asking people, what's one thing you commit to do this week to show love through your dominant money love language? So that's a question you have to write with yourself. And Shiro has put a link in the chat for you to answer the feedback. The other thing that we'll be doing is we pride ourselves in co-creating this experience with you guys, and we really loved creating this session, which was inspired by Cece. to kind of get what do people want to talk about, and we've asked that question in the chat. We are hoping to do a physical event in November because we feel like not every time we meet behind the screen, and want we want to form a community of intentional people who like talking about money, but also in a fun way so that it's not that heavy. So we'll be
Yes.
doing something with color for the event. That's where you've seen a lot of paint and color. So we'll be doing a lot of color. We'll play games. And the people who have attended Coinversation, any of the Coinversation we have, they'll get first tips for the ticket. It will be a paid event, and then we're gonna put it out for the rest of the world to buy into. So I hope you're answering the survey, Pedro. What's the status?
Yeah.
No
And
one
another
has responded yet.
also just to say, we want to make it very nice and small and intimate.
Right.
So please share your feedback. But even as you're doing that, we look forward to meeting you and exchanging some of these ideas face to face. Tupatane hapo nyuma ya tent tuongee. So
Yeah. So about 30 people, very intimate, very playful. Yeah, and we get to meet each other, have fun, and talk money. Of course, Linda will be there. The right
bringing my
moment.
many years of experience
Many years of experience in finance.
in finance and in love. I will come with a walking stick at this age, and this nini now. Naona.
I hope we're gonna get your feedback. I think the first person to submit, I'm gonna give them a giveaway. Something nice. Also, I'm gonna give, I don't know if Limfasa is still here. He was the first one here. Please DM me either on Instagram at finfan.ltd. Yeah, I give you something for being the first one here. That was really dope. Thank you so much for your responses. Yeah.
Cynthia, thank you. I can see yours. Anybody else? Anybody else?
The link is in the chat.
Together.
Really? Nasikia kutupa. I'm gonna do this for you. Celebrate you. Thank you so much for that. You're actually making us better because we get to know what is important to you, and we get to actually talk about things that really matter, not things that matter to us. So thank you so much for making us better. Esther, thank you. Gitonga, thank you. And also, Esther, I've seen your message on coming up with a quiz to help us do better. I was actually working on it, but we only have 24 hours in a day. It's still work in progress. I will deliver. Wait on it. I will deliver. Yes, I'll share the test as soon as I'm done.
Thank you.
With
Thank
deeper
you. No
insight.
pressure.
Okay.
Okay. I think we're gonna call it a night. I hope sijui nani ako na maoni. I know there are some people from my past, my present. I don't know nani ako na maoni. Before we close off. Yeah, so I would say anyone?
Yeah, just one last thing. We have had a fun conversation and an informative one, but as we are closing off, I think it's important to highlight that these love languages do not apply only to marriage, but also how we partner with our friends and our co-founders and our siblings and the relationships that we have Marriage is a perfect case study, Drew. Everyone understands what marriage is, but I feel like probably what we've learned is applicable to other aspects of our lives.
Yeah. Very true. Very, very true. Mm.
Okay.
I agree with
Nani
you.
hayo tu kwa sasa. I've had fun. I've
Yeah.
learned so much.
That was like mic drop.
I my only wish is I wish there was just one man who could roar for
Say
us.
something.
I had seen someone in here and then they disappeared.
I mean, I can see someone. I don't want to call names. I don't want him to disappear. Oh yes, it was
Good.
you. It was you, Kimemia.
Sour.
It was
All
you.
right, all right.
you.
Hi guys.
Bye.
Yeah, a little bit of a voice change, but it's all for better. That was a helper. Me, I've been here from the start to the end, and I really loved it. Thank you so much. That was amazing, especially the coin dilemma. That was hilarious, and even just role playing. I was putting myself in those situations. Where? See, Raisi. Yeah, that's tough. So I feel challenged. I think I've answered the survey. I feel challenged, surprised. It's been amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for being here and representing the boy child.
Yeah.
Anytime, anytime.
Finally.
Kimemia, tell your brother I will follow him.
I'll make sure the message reaches home.
Marcel is saying, thank you for the great information. Wacha sasa show my pillow the different love languages. We appreciate the work you're all doing. Asante, Marcel.
Thank you. Thank you.
So my co-host, is there anything you want to say before we end?
Thank you and have a good night.
Yeah.
See you next month.
Yes, but thank you so much. This this session was recorded. We will share it. Then oh, someone is impersonating me on Instagram, really? No. If it's Linda.Makatiani, that is me. But no, I hope not. But yeah, so this is recorded. We'll share it. Please share it with other people who, of course, maybe were not able to make it today. And then you're able to do what they can be able to catch up on the session. Do reach out to us, to FinFan, to myself. Follow us if you're not already following us on socials. And yes, let's interact more and grow together and share ideas and insights and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you for being with us today and being very engaged during this session. I have also learned quite a lot.
Thank you. So yeah, being honest, thank you for being honest, for being curious, for engaging us and playing with us. I hope I'll see all of you in the next one. And you're free to leave. Asante sana. Wanja, Cynthia, I appreciate you so much. And yeah. What did you say?
How to Katiana?
Ah,
Linda Makatiani.
It is in the name, huh? Niliwambia 15 years in the game. I can give you a whole book, a manual. Yeah?
FBI.
To be FBIs. Thank you, guys. Where Rahma, I think I need to look for you so that I get to know who this is. This could be serious, but yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a nice evening.
Have a nice evening too.
Nice evening, everyone. Good evening. Bye.